What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance update video, and this one is all about Mohamed and his mysterious girlfriend, even though he just got married in the most recent episode of 90-Day Fiance. Fascinating. But anyway, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, every single person that is a member of Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber. Now with that being said, let's head over to Instagram, where Mary Pants has continued to give us the tea. Now as you can see, let's start off with the caption. The caption does say, if you are a Canadian woman also messaging and talking to this cast member, please DM me. So this is insinuating my perception over here, or that's not the freaking word. But this is obviously giving me vibes that clearly maybe Mohamed is speaking to more than just one woman. But hey, let's continue. This post, which was to be the last, was supposed to be about allegations of abuse. However, after reading so many of these WhatsApp messages, I don't think I have the stomach for it. I decided to post some lighter subject matters that are from voice chats between them between them instead. I am posting the speech bubbles of what his girlfriend DM'd me. The rest can be covered by her own words in an interview. Stay tuned. So the fact that there's an interview on its way, boy, I cannot wait for that. You cannot wait for that. And trust me when I tell you, when Mary Pants drops the juice, I'll be here to deliver as well. Come on now. Teamwork is the best way, but let's get into it. Now, we scroll up to the very beginning. From my DMs, mystery girlfriend messages to me. We actually consulted an attorney, and they told us because this green card is marriage based, they would take it away after they get divorced. And to avoid to go back to Egypt, he would have to marry someone else. Interesting. We learn new things every day, or at least I'm learning something new anyway. But let's continue. A married man that talked to me for over 2 months every day and did a lot of stuff a married Muslim man shouldn't do. That is a very strong point. While his wife is next door in bed with her son because he was scared. And that is in reference into the last video that we did make. Now obviously up top here, it does continue by saying, we were talking weeks before they filmed the tell-all. The picture you saw of them at the airport, he was actually messaging me. That is in Dallas. Ooh, right. Interesting. Eve, you should be looking at your man's phone, dearie. But hey, maybe she was texting someone else. You never know, right? She probably wasn't. She isn't the type. But let's continue. Yes, he messaged me. He was in Dallas at the airport. We'll call when he gets home. Laughing emojis. Now it continues here with another one where it continues by saying, he was always so whiny. 3 weeks ago, he needed new shorts to work out. And Eve dropped him off at Ross. He went inside and messaged me. She didn't give him any money for it, so I sent him $50 through Zella. I don't know what that is, but that must be some sort of new, Western Union type thing. I don't know. So he could buy shorts and a bag. I mean, that's quite interesting though, because given that this is all true, well then wouldn't Eve ask where he got the money from? Unless Eve assumed he had the money. I mean, look at it this way. Why would he go into a shop without money to buy a pair of shorts? And also, why would he go in a shop without money and then without asking Eve for money for him to buy the shorts? So you're telling me that he went into this shop purposely with the intentions of requesting money from the mysterious girlfriend, knowing that she was going to give it to him before? Now that right there doesn't necessarily add up to me too much, but let's continue and see where this goes. He posted on his IG story a video being at the gym wearing the headphones and shorts I paid for. Oh, so he's got headphones as well? And Eve isn't questioning where he's getting the money from, because I don't think he has the green, he hasn't got the green card, but he also doesn't have the work visa yet, does he? Or does the work visa come before the green card? That is something that I'm unsure about. Can somebody please let me know in the comments? Because I know obviously in the previous messages it has been spoken about how he's been working and how, well, not how he's been working, but how he doesn't have to pay rent for 2 people, because it should be split in 3, which therefore must indicate that he must be having some sort of income. Interesting. Some things are just quite I'm a bit unsure about them, but let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Now, obviously, continues here by saying, honestly, I don't think so. Thank God I didn't buy him the Apple Watch, because that's the next thing he would have asked Eve to get him, and she didn't. Laughing. He was so sad she only rented a pool for his birthday and got cake, and he was he was also so stressed that her mum was there. Oh, I wonder why he was stressed that her mum was there. I mean, I haven't seen anything in the show that shows a relationship with with Eve's mother or a conflict, but that's quite interesting. Let's continue. Yes, yes, he told me Eve is broke. Oh, I mean, if Eve is broke, I mean, that's probably because she's having to fund for her son, and as well as funding for her man-child, cry baby, whining, no good, son of a husband, Mohamed, who probably wants to have this and that all the time. So, interesting. So it just says some of these things, I'm trying to align them to what we've seen so far, and some of them are a bit out of place. But hey, these are obviously things that's happened after the season. So I guess when you don't know the storyline of that, we can only take it for what it is. Give or take that this is all, of course, true. Yes, because she literally pays. Yes, because she pays literally everything. He told me she hasn't done her taxes yet because she owes so much, and that she might lose her house because the guy she bought in is fighting her for it. Okay, so there's a battle for the house. Interesting, because also going back to a previous video that we made via these texts, it talks about the taxes, but I remember him talking about how he was earning money on something and Eve was insisting that they get taxes for that. Yeah, a lot of things definitely not adding up per se. I know a lot of people are questioning whether these things are true or not, whether these conversations that Mary Pants is having with these people, if these people are being 100% legit and being honest with the creator of Mary Pants. But you never know. You never know. We'll take it for what it is as we continue to read. And that's why she won't buy him the promised car. He's mad about that too. When is Mohamed not mad? That is the real question, if you know what I mean, Mr. Crybaby. True, and he was so sad she didn't get anything for his birthday. He also cried. I mean, am I here to really believe that Eve did not get Mohamed anything for his birthday? Is she really the type to do that? Not the vibe that I've gotten, but of course, if she's broke, then I understand that there's nothing that she can do. But at the end of the day, it seems to me more and more as if this relationship is more based on money at this moment in time and green card than it is based on just genuine feelings. And when I say this relationship, I'm talking about the relationship between Mohamed and Eve, which is something that we can definitely link to the series, because the series itself in particular, the relationship has always been based on the green card. It's always been based on the sponsor. It has never necessarily been based on actually their connection, their love for one another. It's always been about sponsor, sponsor, sponsor. So therefore, it does make this storyline here from these stories or from these comments slightly more, believable, shall I say. Now it continues here on the last screenshot by saying, the thing is that many conversations were over the phone. We talked every day, sometimes for 3 hours. He also was in the bedroom because Eve installed cameras with microphones. Oh, damn. Really? Front door, backyard, and the living room. But why would Eve do that though? That's a very good one, isn't it? I want to know why Eve would do that. What would prompt her to want to install cameras with microphones and all that kind of stuff? Maybe Eve doesn't trust Mohamed, or maybe Eve is trying to keep a tab on her son's whereabouts and movements. I'm not too sure, but that is a very interesting one. Mo also had to be careful in the house. He told me Eve had cameras with microphones installed in the living room and at the front door and back door. He told me she did it because she didn't trust him. I mean, listen, if she doesn't trust him, then why are you still with him, Eve? But then again, though, we've seen Eve's attitude this season. Regardless of what madness Mohamed has thrown into Eve's direction, she's always seemed to have forgiven him and still continued to marry him. So, why am I even asking the question about why is she with him if she doesn't trust him, when we know why? Because she's just a complete plonker. But nonetheless, though, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. He always talked to me from other rooms, especially the bedroom. And when she was coming home, he could. Sorry, I just started laughing because this is always referencing to the bedroom. I wonder why he's always talking to you in the bedroom. Does he have some Vaseline and some tissues next to him? You know what I'm saying? Some kind of lubrication and Vaseline next to him. Are you doing some funky stuff? You never know. You never know. Because the word bedroom is coming away so much. I'm thinking, damn. If it's not the bedroom, it's the toilet. It's one of the two, isn't it? But anyway, let's continue. And when she was coming home, you could hear a beep from the alarm system. I assumed that was a front door. Then he would always hang up really quick. But then again, though, that means he must have a phone subscription, and that phone subscription must be paid by Eve. I would imagine so, unless he's paying for himself, because it couldn't be the landline. But if it was a home phone mode, then Eve would be able to get a track of the phone calls being made, obviously elsewhere. Interesting, but I wonder if he's actually able to. But why would she give him a phone? Maybe I'm questioning things a bit too much. Maybe I'm looking at things a bit too much. But then again, though, that's what I do. I want to know about how he's got a phone, to be honest with you, that's got all these unlimited phone minutes, unless, of course, she's ringing him. But either way, though, there's going to be a call log, isn't it? But, of course, he's got a phone, but he's got bloody WhatsApp. But WhatsApp, you can, but WhatsApp, though, if he's always in the house, WhatsApp can be used over Wi-Fi. You don't actually need any data for that. So, unless they're having conversations over WhatsApp Wi-Fi, yes. There is that too. Never mind, I've just answered my own question. Never mind, yep. Don't worry, ignore me. But you can listen to me again now, though. Continues by saying, all right, many conversations. This was after Eve found out he talked to a girl. He claimed a Cameo customer. He called me every day from that love story account, which is obviously presented to us here, ladies and gentlemen. Then up top here, continues by saying, he also always went for walks to call me. A few days before the Starbucks, she all of a sudden came around the corner in her car and was looking for him. Mohamed is on YouTube all day watching long videos from attorneys. To be fair with you, I wouldn't be surprised. Mohamed is the kind of person to do that for sure, because Mohamed likes to come across as if he's intelligent, as if he knows what he's talking about. I mean, we saw that this season when it came to him talking about the green card and how it's supposed to work. And really and truly, everything that he was saying was a bunch of gobbledygook. But then again, though, if he's learning these things from online, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? You know what they say, right? Don't always trust Google researchers and who owns YouTube? Oh yeah, Google. But then again, though, creators aren't exactly Google based, so that doesn't actually make any sense. Anyway, let's continue. So continues here by saying, the morning before she snatched his phone, he called me while sitting at Starbucks. He always walks there. All of a sudden, he says, "Oh my God, she is here." She was walking towards him. He told me later that day she wanted to know who he's talking to, and he told her his work buddy, which obviously means he's got a job. Clearly, that clears up my own confusion earlier on today in this video. What can I say? But let's continue. No, because she tried to call me. She saw he messaged me the night she ran into the bathroom with his phone, and I got a call from his WhatsApp at around 10:30 p.m. I answered and he hung up. The next day he messaged me and told me it was her, and that's when I had to call her. That's when I had a call from her cell phone. She knows there is something. He told her I am just a customer from Cameo, and he talked to me to give me some advice with my boyfriend in Egypt. I mean, listen, I won't lie to you. Who the hell's going to believe that nonsense? Oh yeah, I'm just talking to a customer from Cameo about her boyfriend from Egypt. Really? Who's buying that story? Only a fool. Only an idiot. Only a plonker. Let me keep the rest of the words to myself. Yeah, this ain't Patreon. But nonetheless, though, that is the end of the screenshots of the conversation that Mary Pants has been having with someone that owned the account of Love Story 3993. But also at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still a bit unsure whether or not the person that is being spoken to is someone who's being legit and is someone that's an actual reliable source in terms of what they're providing, of course. But at the end of the day, some of the things that are said definitely do fall in line with Mohamed's mannerisms, so therefore they don't come as too much of a surprise. But then some of the things are a bit wish-washy with just the timelines. But then again, like I said before, these things happened after the show, not necessarily during the show. So therefore, when we don't know what's happening off the show, then it's hard for us to follow a certain timeline. So therefore, it is what it is. But nonetheless, though, one thing that I can say that I'm definitely looking forward to, and something that I think would be should be and will be the finale, the one that really gives us that clarification that yes, this is all authentic, is when we get that interview. And when that interview comes, boy, we're gonna be here. and we're gonna enjoy it. Yeah. But anyway, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section. Do you feel sorry for Eve or do you not? For me personally, I just feel sorry for her son the most. And when it comes to Eve and Mohamed, I don't feel sorry for either one of them, because Eve is choosing to still be in this situation with a guy that she doesn't trust clearly. And when I say clearly, I don't even mean necessarily based on what we read here. I'm talking about what we've seen on the TV show as well, in terms of how Mohamed has treated her. So at the end of the day, I can't really feel sorry for someone that continues to stay in a relationship where she knows it's not actually healthy for herself, which therefore means it's also not healthy for her son. But she continues to stay in a relationship that is making her unhappy, which therefore will make an unhappy home for her son. And that is the thing that frustrates me the most, that Eve's actions have not been based on her son. They have been predominantly based on herself. I would say maybe about 30% of the actions are based on her son. The rest of the 70% is 100% for herself. And that is a problem. She has got a child. End of the day, actually with 50-50 situation, maybe even a 40-60 weighing into her son's favor. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. Like, subscribe, and peace.